The first time Tyler saw Claire, she was standing in the middle of the gym, arms crossed, watching the team warm up. She was wearing black leggings and a fitted tank top, her hair pulled back into a no-nonsense ponytail. Tyler couldn't help but notice the way her glasses slid down her nose as she scribbled notes on her clipboard. "Who's the new girl?" Tyler asked his teammate, Marcus, as they dribbled down the court. "That's Coach's daughter," Marcus replied, raising an eyebrow. "Claire. She's the new physical therapist. And dude, don't even think about it. Coach will murder you." Tyler smirked. Challenge accepted. After practice, Tyler sauntered over to Claire, his signature swagger in full effect. "Hey, document need any help with those notes?" "I'm great with my hands." Claire didn't even look up. "Tyler James, right? The one who's late to practice, skips team meetings, and thinks the rules don't apply to him?" Tyler grinned. "Guilty as charged. But I promise, I'm a changed man." Claire finally looked up, her blue eyes narrowing. "Save it, James. I'm here to do a job, not play games." Tyler leaned in closer, his voice dropping to a low, teasing tone. "Who said anything about games? I'm just trying to be friendly." Claire rolled her eyes and walked away, but not before Tyler caught the faintest hint of a smile on her lips. Over the next few weeks, Tyler made it his mission to get under Claire's skin. He'd show up late to his therapy sessions, flirt shamelessly, and make inappropriate jokes. But Claire wasn't having it. She was all business, and Tyler's antics only seemed to amuse her. One day, after a particularly grueling practice, Tyler limped into the therapy room, clutching his side. "Doc, I think I pulled something. You're gonna have to work your magic on me." Claire raised an eyebrow. "What's wrong?" "My ego," Tyler said, grinning. "It's bruised from you ignoring me." Claire sighed. "Sit down, Tyler." As she worked on his muscles, Tyler couldn't help but notice how close she was. Her hands were firm but gentle, and her scent, something light and floral, was intoxicating. "You know," Tyler said, his voice low, "you're not like anyone I've ever met." Claire paused, looking up at him. "And you're exactly like everyone I've ever met. Cocky, arrogant, and completely full of yourself." Tyler laughed. "You're not wrong. But there's more to me than meets the eye." Claire shook her head, but there was a flicker of curiosity in her eyes. "I doubt it." Despite her best efforts, Claire found herself drawn to Tyler. There was something about his persistence, his humor, and the way he looked at her that made her heart race. But she was determined to keep things professional, until one fateful night. The team had just won a big game, and everyone was celebrating at a local bar. Claire had been dragged along by her dad, who insisted she needed to loosen up. Tyler, of course, was the life of the party, holding court at the center of the room. Claire was sitting at the bar, sipping a glass of wine, when Tyler appeared beside her. "Hey, doctor. You look like you could use some fun." Claire rolled her eyes. "I'm fine, Tyler." Tyler leaned in, his breath warm against her ear. "Come on, Claire. One dance. That's all I'm asking." Claire hesitated, but something about the way he was looking at her made her say yes. As they danced, Tyler's hands rested lightly on her waist, and Claire felt a spark she hadn't felt in years. When the song ended, Tyler looked down at her, his green eyes serious. "Claire, I know I'm not the guy you think you want. But I'm the guy you need." Claire's heart skipped a beat. "Tyler, this is a bad idea." Tyler grinned. "The best ideas usually are." Their relationship started as a secret. Late-night texts, stolen kisses in the therapy room, and clandestine dates. But as much as Claire tried to keep things under wraps, it was only a matter of time before someone found out. The first to notice was Marcus. "Dude, are you and Claire?" Tyler smirked. "Maybe." Marcus shook his head. "You're playing with fire, man." Coach is gonna kill you. Tyler shrugged. Worth it. But it wasn't just Coach they had to worry about. Tyler's ex-girlfriend, Mia, a model with a penchant for drama, caught wind of the relationship and decided to make things difficult. She showed up at the gym one day, wearing a skin-tight dress and a scowl. "Tyler, we need to talk," Mia said, her voice dripping with venom. Claire, who was in the middle of a therapy session, looked up in surprise. "Can I help you?" Mia glared at her. "Stay out of this, sweetheart. This is between me and Tyler." Tyler stepped between them, his jaw tight. "Mia, we're done. Move on." Mia's eyes narrowed. "You'll regret this." As if Mia's threats weren't enough, the team started to notice the tension between Tyler and Claire. Rumors spread like wildfire, and soon, everyone was talking about the star player and the coach's daughter. Coach Donovan, oblivious to the rumors, called Claire into his office one day. "Claire, I've been hearing some things. Is there something going on between you and Tyler?" Claire's heart raced, but she kept her cool. "No, Dad. We're just working together." Coach nodded, but there was a flicker of doubt in his eyes. "Good. Because if there was, I'd have to bench him. And you know how much this team needs him." Claire swallowed hard. "I know." The pressure became too much. Between Mrs. threats, the team's gossip, and her dad's suspicions, Claire felt like she was drowning. One night, after a particularly heated argument with Tyler, she made a decision. "Tyler, this isn't working," Claire said, her voice trembling. "We're from two different worlds. This was a mistake." Tyler's eyes widened in shock. "Claire, don't do this. We can figure it out." Claire shook her head. "No, we can't. I'm sorry." Tyler watched as she walked away, his heart breaking in a way it never had before. For weeks, Tyler was a mess. He showed up late to practice, played poorly, and even got into a fight with Marcus. Coach Donovan was at his wits' end. "What the hell is wrong with you, James?" Coach yelled after a particularly bad game. "You're the star of this team, and you're playing like a rookie." Tyler didn't respond. He just walked away, his mind consumed with thoughts of Claire. But then, something changed. Tyler realized that if he wanted Claire back, he had to prove he was worth it. He started showing up early to practice, working harder than ever, and even apologized to Marcus for the fight. Claire noticed the change, but she kept her distance. She couldn't risk getting hurt again. The season finale was the biggest game of Tyler's career. The Waves were up against their biggest rivals, and the stakes were high. But Tyler wasn't just playing for the team, he was playing for Claire. The game was intense, with both teams giving it their all. In the final seconds, with the score tied, Tyler had the ball. He dribbled down the court, his eyes locked on the basket. But instead of going for the shot, he passed the ball to Marcus, who scored the winning point. The crowd erupted in cheers, but Tyler only had eyes for Claire, who was standing on the sidelines, tears in her eyes. After the game, Tyler found her in the therapy room. "Claire, I need to talk to you." Claire looked up, her heart pounding. "Tyler, Tyler cut her off. "I know I messed up. I know I'm not the guy you think you deserve. But I'm willing to change. For you." Claire's eyes filled with tears. "Tyler, But before she could finish, Tyler pulled her into a kiss, pouring all of his emotions into it. When they finally pulled apart, Claire smiled. "You're still a bad boy, Tyler James." Tyler grinned. "But I'm your bad boy."